Welcome to part 3 of Color Wheel Mandala. I'm Chris Carter. In part 1, we created several star mandalas using one of each primary color. This is 1, 2, 3, and we created far more. And those of you who have taken that class and posted your projects, thank you very much. And I would suggest that everyone else who's interested take a look at those projects because they were really, really wonderful. And they went beyond just the star mandala. People changed it out and did graduated washes and pulled the puddle a bit and did some really fun things with it. And then in part 2, we made flower petal mandalas. And this was pretty much the basic one. And we did all kinds of variations there. Got a little bit more complicated and played with some wild colors. Again, we just had 3 pigments. We were using a blue, a yellow, and a red. And any red, any blue, or any yellow. And we were seeing what we could mix, what kind of secondary colors we could get from that. Also, we worked with some tertiary colors where we mixed these. Let's see, here we go. So the yellow, the red, and the blue are your primary colors. And the green and the violet and the orange are your secondary colors. And these are your tertiary colors. So this is a blue violet. This is a red violet. An orange yellow. And I'm sorry, an orange red and a yellow red. This is a yellow green and a blue green. So same thing here. Okay. And these, oh my word, the projects that were posted in part 2 are magnificent. They went way, the students went way, way beyond what was expected of them. And some of the patterns and designs that they invented for themselves based on the flower petal mandala are just exquisite, well worth a look. Now in part 3, some of the artists have already done part 3 in a way because they extended their design so much more than the basic flower petal. But we are going to do one big difference this time. In parts 1 and part 2, we used 3 pigments, only 3 pigments to mix everything. In parts 3 and 4, we're going to use 6 pigments. We're going to use a warm and cool of each of the primaries. A warm and cool yellow, a warm and cool red, and a warm and cool blue. And we're going to make, it's going to be the flower petal again, basically, and then we're going to make other geometric shapes around it. Okay? So there's this one. The reason it's cut out is because I lost track of what I was doing and I had to cut it apart and put it back together again. And here's another example. So I'm going to show you how to create these 2 designs in part 3, and then you'll be on your own to create whatever variations of that you like. And just a sneak preview of part 4. Part 4, I will show you how to make this mandala. And then you can make your own variations of that too. So here we go. You can pick out any 6 pigments as long as it's a warm red, a cool red, a warm yellow, a cool yellow, a warm blue, a cool blue. And I will post in the reference materials or in the description, you will see a list of pigments and whether they are listed as a cool pigment or a warm pigment. So you'll see your yellows, reds, and blues broken down into warm and cool. So you can take a look at that and choose accordingly. Well, let's get started.